Rick, I have a quick question.
Sure.
Do you need to alert Meckwell and Capoletti anymore in BBO and or in person?
Say that again?
I'll turn it up. Do you need to alert Meckwell and or Capoletti in
Yeah,
person?
both of them.
That's what I thought. Lania told me I didn't need to.
No, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, because especially on BBO, the robot, they always think you're playing Capoletti.
Your alerts won't mean anything to the robot if you're just playing robot, three robots.
Right. No, but I meant when Linnea and I play BBO, they like
Hmm.
assume it's, Capoletti. And anyway, I thought we needed to alert it because it could be different for each of
Yeah,
them.
there's lots of different conventions, and so those are normally alerted. Now, if if you are playing Meckwell and you overcall two spades, let's say,
Yeah.
you don't need to alert that
Okay.
because it's just a natural bid.
Yeah.
So the default meanings for all of those bids are natural. So if you just bid a natural suit, that does not have to be alerted.
Okay. So if it's like a natural, I can try to think of it that way. If it's like a natural bid, it doesn't need to be alerted. But if it looked, something that's more different, then it would be. Okay.
Right, if it shows two suits or if it shows some different suit or things like that.
Okay. Well, I have to have that discussion with Linnea because she, I said she needed to alert it, and she said we don't need to alert Meckwell. So,
Yeah, and it's also if you're playing face to face, you should not alert your partner's two heart or two spade bid if it's
okay,
natural.
because I'm being natural. Okay.
Right.
But those are the only two kind of that would be natural, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
And I think also the two no Trump response is the same for both systems. One no, two no is the minors. And I think that doesn't have to be alerted because that's a standard bid.
Okay. All right. So Linnea and I will talk about it then.
Okay. I will show you a quick thing here first. Let me find this. So who recognizes this place?
It's crowded.
It
What's
is
that?
crowded.
Oops.
I don't know.
Where do you think it is? Anybody? This is the Palo Alto Bridge Club.
Oh, no wonder.
Wow.
Wow.
It's actually in Menlo Park, but they were having a 4 or 5 day tournament this last weekend. Do you recognize anybody in here?
Yeah, Art and Padmini.
Yep.
A bunch of old people.
A bunch of old people, but I don't actually have a picture of them. But over by the whiteboard on the right under the clock, there was a boy and a girl that looked like they may have been like 7 and 8.
Oh, wow.
I've seen them before.
Yeah.
So they were doing very well. Looking to see who else in here
Yeah, I'm looking too.
might be recognizable. I was there playing with Andrew.
Oh,
We came
How'd you
in
do?
third place.
Oh,
all right.
yay.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Mhm.
So yeah, we had a good game, and I made two stupid mistakes that really cost us first place. So we had an actual chance to win there.
I feel so much better now hearing that.
All of us. Yeah, all of us do.
Yeah. Jackie, I'll see you on Monday at LBC.
Oh,
I'm playing with Mike Stambaugh.
do I know him? I don't think I know
I
him.
don't know.
Oh, the kitty.
I played with him
Oh.
in my Fremont club.
well, good. I'm glad you're going to be there.
So I'm going to send this out as an email to you guys, but they have a special club championship on June 6th, Saturday,
Mm.
100% gold.
Oh my gosh.
And they even have 499er section.
Who's they?
This Palo Alto Bridge Club.
Okay.
Wow.
Mm.
So, and you can play even single sessions if you want.
Wow.
So,
Mm.
something to think about if you're hunting some gold points. That would be a.
I don't know anybody who's looking for gold points.
I think Goldie Hunt, right?
Is she
That
still
could
hunting
be.
for?
All right, so let's take a look at this. So we'll start with challenge of the month here.
Oh dear.
See, our contract is 3 no trump, and the 10 of hearts was led. So what do we do for our declares plan in a no trump contract?
Count the winners.
Yep. So what's our winners look like?
1, 2, 3.
And 8.
Ooh, I only
7.
counted 6.
Oh,
Yeah, so what are the 8? What do we have for 8 here?
5 spades,
Okay,
All right.
1 heart,
that's 6.
and 2 diamonds.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And so that assumes that the spades are no worse than 4-2, but that's okay. So where can we get a 9th trick?
Please, Sherry, put a timer on for 35 minutes.
In hearts?
Yeah.
In hearts, it already says here they led the queen, the 10 of hearts, and we covered with the queen, and East covered with the king. That'll
Oh.
promote our jack of hearts
Yeah.
into our 9th trick, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So how should we do the play? Is there any potential gotchas here?
You got to take your winners. Because
Are
you
we
got
worried about any suits?
Clubs.
clubs.
Oh, yeah.
And so the danger hand is on the west.
So that is the exact right question to ask, but the danger hand is on the east.
Is on the east.
It's the danger
Okay.
hand is we don't want to be on lead. West is the one that can potentially take a bunch of club tricks, but if West has the lead, they can't hurt us by leading clubs because we have a stopper.
Well,
Okay.
no. We don't know who has the ace.
It doesn't matter if West has the ace and if West has to lead. If they lead the ace, our king is promoted.
Well, if they lead the ace, but they're not
Well,
going
if they underlead it, we're the 4th one to play on that trick, so it's going to go low, 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 and we can win it.
Right.
That's why we're safe from West being on lead.
Okay.
If West underleads their ace, or if they lead low and East has the ace, doesn't matter who has the ace. If we get to play last to a club trick, our king is a stopper. But I'll give you a hint. On this hand, West has the ace, queen, and jack of clubs. So we generally view East as kind of the danger hand, and we don't want them to get the lead. But what could be our problem in terms of cashing out our tricks here? What order are we going to take these tricks?
The problem is going to be getting back to your hand
Yeah.
to take your spades.
Right, we have to take the king and jack of spades, and we don't want to overtake the jack because then we would be counting on a 3-3 spade split.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we going to get back to our hand after we take the king and jack of spades?
Play a
Ace,
low
ace
spade.
of hearts.
Play a low spade?
Well, you're taking the, wait a minute, you're taking the first trick is,
The heart.
yeah. Yeah, you want to
We're
play a low
taking the
spade
ace of hearts.
with a king jack.
Okay, we go to the king jack, and how do we get back to take our
Oh.
ace queen of spades?
Wait a minute.
You can't use the ace of hearts. The ace of hearts is your entry.
That is correct. The ace of hearts is our
Yeah.
entry.
Yeah.
But that would mean letting east in, and they might switch to a club.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I want to point out first, if you let that king of hearts win, do we give up a heart trick?
No. They're
We
gonna-
don't, because we still have our ace of hearts and we still have our jack of hearts that's been promoted. So we can hold off on taking that. And if they continue with hearts, we would win with the jack, then take our spades, king and jack of spades. And then we have a heart back to our ace to finish cashing out.
Oh.
But what about a club shift? Is the king 10-6 a stopper?
Six.
Well, if they're split,
No.
So what, let's say they lead a low club, what should we play? If East wins if we let their king of hearts win and they switch to a low club, what club should we play?
Yeah.
East is going, well, play 3, 4, or 5, any one of them.
No, if they win over on the right-hand side on the East, I can't.
Oh,
draw.
East is on the right, left.
Thank you.
West.
East is over here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's why I said what I said, because I thought they were on the other side. All right. Thank you.
That's okay. So we're going to let them win the
East-
king of hearts.
Yeah, right. But if they lead club, then just play small.
If they lead the 2, we'll just play the 6. If they lead the 7,
Play the 10.
yeah, we play the 10.
Play the 10, yeah.
If they play the jack, we'll play
Then
the king.
I duck it.
You have to play the king on the jack.
You have to?
Yeah, do, because assuming that either it's going to win or West will win with the ace, but if the jack, king, and ace have been played, all West is left with is the queen 9, and we still have the 10-6. And so the 10 will be a stopper if West is on lead.
Do you think East would really lead a club though if they're sitting there with the ace queen?
No, West has the ace queen.
Oh, West has the ace queen. Okay.
That's our concern here. They've got
Right.
over here, how do I draw here again?
How
They've
are you
got
gonna
that.
pick figures?
And they're going to lead the jack of clubs here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's me doing it with the mouse right-handed, and I'm left-handed.
Right-handed.
Okay, so you play the king
Yeah.
and he'll take it with the ace and lead back another club.
Well, if they lead low, our 10's going to win.
Yeah, what is Jack has, I mean, East has Jack what?
Well, it's going to be lower than the 9. It's lower than the 10. It doesn't even matter what they have, really. There's only one card higher than the 10 left, is the queen. Whoever has the queen, since we get to play last on the second club trick,
Okay.
we can either, if they don't pop up the queen, we win our 10. If they play the queen, our 10 has been promoted to a winner.
Okay.
So the real lesson on this, besides the fact that you have a blockage in spades you have to deal with, is that king 10 little is a stopper, if you can
Mhm.
believe it. So long as they can't lead through you twice. And that's the key point about this. If they lead the jack of clubs and then the king and then the ace, if West can get East on lead again in some other suit and East leads a second club through, we're toast. It's over. But we have all the aces in the other suit, so there's no way for East to get back on lead a second time after they win that king of hearts. And so the king 10 little is actually a stopper for a situation like this.
I don't see that. I'm missing something.
So if they lead the jack,
Yeah,
and we'll put on the king,
yeah,
and they'll put on the ace.
right.
Now, if they lead a low club, what's going to happen? Our 10's going to win.
But you said they've got the queen. West has the queen?
But they
Okay, well,
didn't need it.
they can win their queen now, and we
Oh,
play
they're not
low.
lead. They're not on lead. Okay,
West is on lead.
yes, I'm sorry.
That's the whole point of covering whatever card East plays. We cover to force West to be on lead.
Yeah.
And then we're protected by transferring the defender's lead. And so that's why if they played the 8, we would play the 10. If they played the Jack, we would play the King. We just have to cover to make sure that West is on lead after that. And West can't hurt us because we have just what's needed to hold up.
Wow. Yeah.
So how did this hand play? Did they led a heart,
They led a heart. They led the 10 of hearts.
and then you
We put
cover
on the
it
Jack, and they put on the King.
and you duck it,
And we need to play low
right?
because we need to save our ace.
And then the next lead will probably be the club.
It'll probably be the club. So let's say
Okay.
it's the Jack. Well, there it's actually going to be a low club here. It's going
Jack.
to be, let's say, the 7 or the 8 of clubs.
What if he leaves the heart back?
If he leaves the heart back, we win with the queen. And we take our 2 spades
Oh,
and then we
that's
come
right.
back to
We had the king is out, so okay,
Right.
okay, got it.
all right. So let's take a look at the actual all 4 hands. And so if you do take the ace of hearts at trick 1, you're going to go down. That's
Mhm.
the first thing to recognize. Because you won't be able to get 5 spade tricks. You'll only get 4.
Yeah.
And so you have to let that go through. And then if they lead the 8 of clubs, you have to cover with the 10, or else the 8 will, well, actually, in this case, you don't because it still is going to transfer them over. But if the spots have been different,
Why, wait a minute, why won't you get 5 spade tricks? Because you have king, jack, ace.
I know I'm saying, but if you had taken the first heart trick with the ace,
Oh, yeah.
then you have to take the king and jack of spades, and then there's no way back to take these
Yeah,
last
yeah,
3 spades.
okay. All right.
Okay. So, and this hand is in the I think the May bulletin. So if you want to read their write up on it, it'd be a good quick read. But it's a nice hand. It has a
Yeah.
couple of key things in here about
Yeah. That's good.
unblocking your suit, maintaining an entry, recognizing King 10-6 is actually a stopper for a round. And here we can see where the clubs are divided between East and West, but if they're, it doesn't matter what their arrangement is. There's no arrangement that you would not be able to get a club trick or stop clubs from running if they lead them.
Yeah. That was good, Rick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so this lesson really is a third hand high kind of lesson.
Mhm.
So let's take a look at some examples here. So they're not saying, but let's say these are no trump hands, but these often apply for suit contracts too. And so we can see all 4 hands here. Sorry. And what would West normally lead here? They're leading this suit.
5.
They lead the 5, the 4th down. And what should East play?
7.
That's north.
For the 4,
Over here?
well, depends on whether you,
Yeah, let's say the
no,
5
no,
was played
5
and the 3 was
sorry.
played from dummy.
the ace.
We'll play
Yeah. The ace, third hand high.
third hand high. The idea here is just for something like this, if we play low, declare is going to win with their 9. But if we play the ace and then lead the suit back, declares queen 10 gets caught between partners king jack,
Mm,
and we'll take the first 5 tricks.
nice.
And then which card should we lead back after we take the ace?
The 4?
Doesn't make any difference, does it?
It doesn't make any trick taking difference, but there's guidelines for it, so sometimes it will make a difference. And so when you lead back your partner's suit, if you have a doubleton, you normally lead the top of the doubleton.
Okay.
Okay. And on this one here, what card would we lead from this holding?
The 5.
The 5. If they play low here, what should we play from the east?
King.
The king.
King, third hand high. And here we're going to lose to the ace. But if we get back in again in another suit later, we can lead our 7 and then declare as Jack Little is caught between partners queen 10, and we'll be able to take the rest of the suit. On this one, what would West lead here?
The 5.
And if they play the 3, what should we play?
The king.
King.
The king. Yep, and what should we lead back? Sorry.
10.
Lead the 10 back. And then if they play the jack, queen, and ace, but now partners 9 is the top, and their 7 will be a trick through length.
So, Brick, when you mention the doubleton, that means when you're left with a doubleton?
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, back here you start with the ace, and so you are left with 2 little ones. And so here we'll normally lead the top of the 2 little when we for trick 2. Okay, so here partner leads the 5 and dummy plays low. What card should we play from the east hand?
10. They're all the same.
Well,
Queen.
queen.
10.
They are all the same, so does it matter?
Yes.
It does
Why does-
matter. John, why does it matter?
If you play the 10, then your partner knows that you probably have the queen and jack when he sees what else is played.
That is partially true. So when you play the 10, if declarer wins that trick, they're going to have to win with the king, and that will suggest that you might have some of the missing honors. But a bigger statement is if you play the queen, it will tell partner you do not have the jack.
Yeah, you have to play the cheapest. That's
You have to play the cheapest of
yeah,
equals.
that's right. Cheapest of equals.
And so it really says you don't have the card below the one that you played. That's what is 100% for sure. And it often will then let opening leader, your partner, tell more about the suit. But so for us looking at them, it doesn't matter which one we play to us. And from a trick-taking ability, they're all equals. But from a communicating with partner, it's important to play the right card. So when we play the 10, what card does partner know we do not have?
9. But he can see that on the board.
They can see that on the board. So is there anything else?
Mm.
The 8.
Yeah.
Partner knows we don't have the 8. Because if we had the 10
Oh,
and the
right.
8, and dummy has the 9, the 10 and the 8 are equals. And we would have played the 8, the lowest of equals. Does anybody have a question on that? It's not as obvious. Okay. So here, partner leads the 5 and they play low from the board. What should we play?
Mm-hmm. 10.
We should play the 10 because these are all three equal, given that the jack is in the dummy and they didn't play the jack. If they did play the jack, which card should we play?
The queen.
The queen. Because these are equal and we play the lowest of equal. But we still, we're not going to play the 10 because we want to try and take the trick. Okay, here, partner leads the 5. And if they play low from dummy, what card should we play from east?
10.
But the 10 and the king are not equal. So we should still play third hand high.
So you
Okay.
want to take it.
We want to
Because
play the
ace is on the
king.
board.
What's that?
You want to take it because the ace is on the board. I mean, on the dummy.
Oh, that's
It is, but even if the ace were not in the dummy, if this was just 3 little cards, we would still play the king. We're going to go third hand high. Maybe Declare has a singleton queen. If Declare doesn't, if Declare has the protected queen, that queen is always going to take a trick. So it doesn't give anything away by playing our king. All right, so here, in each of these, West leads the 5 and dummy plays the 3. What card do you need to play to take the maximum number of tricks?
If I
So
can ask a quick question, is this for no trump and
We're going to
suit?
say these are no trump, but again, these apply to suit contracts more often than not.
Thanks.
Would it
Like
be
here where
the jack?
dummies declares 3-3, they're not going to be able to rough one of the first 3 cards.
the jack.
Yeah, we would need to play the jack here because if we play the ace, it's going to make the dummy's queen good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know who has the king. It might be that Declare has the king. But if they have the king and queen, they always deserve a trick. But here we need to allow for the fact partner may have it. Now, what happened to third hand high? We just had our rule that said third hand always plays high and tries to win the trick. Why do we not play the ace here?
Because you can see the queen.
Because we can see the queen. And it's actually a little bit of a tricky rule, but if you have an honor that beats one of dummy's honors, you normally save your honor to capture dummy's honor. So long as it's not 3 higher than dummy's honor. Okay.
What do you say? Explain that again.
So the ace is 2 steps higher than the queen, right?
Uh-huh.
So you need to save the ace to capture the queen. If instead you had had the ace 10-4 here, this has been ace 10-4, and it had been jack little over here, you would not save your ace to capture dummy's jack later because ace is 3 higher than the jack.
Wow.
So you save your honor to capture dummy's honor if it's 1 higher or 2 higher, but not if it's 3 higher.
Okay.
I think we won't have those 3 higher examples here though. So here on the second one, number 2, the 5 is led and the 3 is played from the dummy. What should we play from east?
10.
We should play the 10. We need to save the king to capture the jack. And here, when we play the 10 and Declare wins with the ace, well, that's fine.
Still have 2 other tricks. Or more.
We'll have the king and queen, and we'll take 3 more tricks ultimately. The king will win, then the queen will win, and then the 7. And here the 5 is led. They play low here. What should we play?
10.
The 10, I guess.
What's that?
The 10.
The 10. Again, what happens if we play the ace? Then they're going to win a trick with the king and a trick with the queen, and they get 2 tricks. But if we play the 10, they'll get their queen, but then our ace will gobble up the king, and then partner's remaining hand will be good. It is a very common rookie mistake to be in this situation and fly up with the ace.
Okay.
But that usually gives a trick away when you do that.
Mhm.
Okay, here the jack is led and the 4 is played from dummy.
Six.
Yeah.
The queen,
Queen.
queen,
Well, why the queen?
What's the point?
but you're saving the ace to take the king.
But partner led the jack.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, not the 5? No.
No, they led the jack and the 4 was played from dummy. So we can tell the jack is going to win, so we should play the 6.
Yeah.
And partner will continue the suit and we'll get the ace and the queen no matter when they play their king. So we'll get the first 3 and then partner's suit will be set up for the last trick. And here the jack is led and they play low. What should we play now?
The 6.
Three.
Yeah, we should not take the ace. If we're playing standard signals, we should play the 6 to encourage partner to continue. And if we're playing upside down attitude, we would play the 3 to say continue. And what's going to happen here is when we play our low card, the queen is going to win. But if partner gets in later and leads another honor, we have the king trapped.
Mm-hmm.
That means declare is only going to get 1 trick with their ace and or with their king and their queen. But if we had risen with the ace, declare would get 2 tricks with their king. And so we don't want to allow that to happen. All right, the jack is led here. Dummy's got 3 little ones. What card should we play?
I think you take the ace.
We should take the ace, 3rd hand high. There's no need to hold on to the ace because dummy does not have any honors. The only reason we hold up on that is when dummy's got honors there that we need to save our high card for. And people really are often reluctant to play an ace on partner's jack. But you can see that if you play the ace and then you lead it back, you're going to get the first 4 tricks, which is what you want. If you duck the first trick, they're going to win a trick with the queen and they get a trick they don't deserve. And partner is going to assume that you don't have the ace if you don't play it. Okay, here, here's the indicated card. Well, they don't say, but the queen is led here, and the ace is played from dummy. What should we play?
Mhm.
4.
No, do you have to unblock
Yeah.
with the king?
You have to unblock. You have to play the king underneath that ace. If this is a no trump contract and partner leads the queen, what do you know they also have?
Well,
Jack.
Jack 10.
The
Jack.
jack and the 10, right?
Yeah.
So we're not worried about wasting our king because partner's suit is going to run. So we need to, when that ace is played, we need to unblock our king so that later when either of us gets in again, the suit will run. If we had played low, then when we get in again, we win the king, but now we're in the wrong hand and we can't run partner's suit. Okay. So here the jack is led and the ace is played from the dummy. What should we play?
Why would they lead the jack?
Because they've got 3 honors in a row,
Top of the
jack 10 9.
sequence.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the one above it.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry,
no,
okay.
I'll put it at the top here.
Oh, thanks. Ace is played.
Yeah, and then the ace is played. And we have king, queen 2.
Played the
Think you
Unblock.
king.
unblock it again.
King.
Unblock and
But
probably the
not
queen.
blocking. The
Or
queen
play
is
the queen to let them know you have the king.
Well,
Yeah,
you'll play it next.
yeah.
Okay.
When you get the ace is going to win the queen, but when either of us gets in again, we'll win the second round with the king, and then we'll play
Mhm.
the 2 to go back to partner, and we'll get to run 4 tricks in the suit.
Okay.
What's the difference between playing the king or the queen, though? They're both the same.
They are, but again, partner can't tell that, and so usually we play lowest of equals,
Right.
even when we're unblocking. And the king and queen are equal.
Cheapest.
All right, on this one, the 5 would be led. And they put on the ace.
The king. Mm.
We should still play the king. Here it's less obvious because it's like, oh, partner led the 5, they may not have anything. But when they lead the 5 against no trump, that is their longest, strongest suit. So if they don't have the ace and they don't have the king, they are pretty likely to have the queen. So you can see how this is. We give up the king, but if we ever get in again and lead our 3, declarer's got jack 8 here, and partner has all these cards here.
Mm-hmm.
And so the suit's going to run. So long as we unblock our card here. Okay, here. Partner leads the 4 and declare calls for dummies 3. What should we play here?
King.
We should play the king, 3rd hand high. Do we need to keep the king to because the dummy is 10?
Nope.
No.
No,
You
first
should-
of all, it's too big of a difference, but we also have the jack to cover that. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then the 3 it was played, or the 6 was led, and the 3 was played. What should we play from east?
Jack.
Jack.
The jack. 3rd
Cheapest
hand
of
high, but lowest of equal.
Mm-hmm.
What can we tell about declares holding in this suit? Anything?
He has the king.
Well, partner might have the king.
Oh.
Well, if you take 6 from 11, you see that there are 5 cards higher than the 6 that your partner doesn't have. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know that South only has 1 card higher than the 6.
That is right. You can tell that declare has only 1 card higher than a 6 in that suit. And so it might be the 7, it might be the 9, it might be the 10. So our jack could win.
Okay.
And if it is the king that they have, then partner has all the missing cards, the 7, the 9, and the 10. So that's using rule of 11. So does anybody want to review for rule of 11 here?
Nope.
I'd like for you to review it.
All right. For when somebody makes a lengthy, like against a no trump, that's going to be a 4th from their longest, strongest. You can subtract that number from 11. And that'll tell you how many higher cards in that suit are in the other 3 hands.
So you subtract the 6 from the 11.
That's right. And you get the number 5. That says there's 5 cards higher than the 6 in the northeast and south hands.
Huh.
And we can see dummy has 2 of them, the ace and the 8.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got 2 of them, the queen and the jack. That leaves declare with only 1 card higher than the 6 in this suit.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a pretty powerful
great.
tool.
And
Yeah,
that's
it
just
is.
for no trump?
Well, it's the same thing if partner, well, yes, it is. Because a low spot card in a suit contract does not promise length.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, partner leads the 10, and dummy plays, declare plays dummies 3. What should you play here?
4.
4.
13. And high.
The king or the jack, I guess.
Jack,
The jack.
the
Why
lowest.
the jack?
Well,
Cheap.
because you already see the ace and queen, and you have the king, so you don't need to take the king.
Right.
The partner led the 10.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
I'd play the 4, I think, but
Oh,
I'm
4.
not sure that's right.
Yeah, I think you do want to do the 4 here because the
Yeah.
10 is going to win.
Yeah.
And you don't want to if you cover with the jack, you're going to be on lead, and you can't keep leading the suit. So
Yeah.
partner leads the 4, and they play the 3 from dummy. What card should you play?
10.
Should be the 10 here, because the king, jack, and 10 are all equal when the queen's in the dummy there.
mhm.
So we play the lowest of equals.
Hmm.
And here, partner leads the 2, and Declare plays dummies 3. What should you play?
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should play the jack. Third hand high, but we need to retain the ace to capture that king. Okay, the queen is led, and they play the 3 from dummy, and you've got king 7.
Mm,
King to unblock.
Yeah, I think so.
That is right. You need to play the king. Because otherwise, if the queen wins and they lead the jack, you're going to win with the king anyhow, and then it's too late to lead it back to partner.
Mhm.
mm.
And I'll tell you, imagine that partner has the ace, queen, jack, 10, 9, little, or something like that. And if you let the queen win and then they play the jack and your king wins, that could be it. That you could take, and if Declare wins, yeah, at that point, Declare has a wide open suit, but you blocked it, and you only get 2 tricks in that suit instead of 7. You know, it feels wasteful to play the king on the queen. You got to think about what's the real waste is blocking the suit. That's a huge waste.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me grab a different document here. Let's see, this is not a good example. All right. This could be a good example. When one no trump contract and the lead is the 6 of spades. What should we play from the dummy?
The king?
We can play the king.
Oh, I see this. I wasn't reading these sounds right. I'm sorry.
Well, if you play low and they play the ace, then you end up with 2 tricks.
That is right. And you also wind up with 2 stoppers, right?
Yes.
Because to make this contract, you're basically going to have to knock out the ace of clubs, right? Then you get 4 clubs and 2 diamonds and a spade. That would be making your 1 no trump. And so you would normally play second hand low in this kind of case. and hope that they do go up with the ace. But if they play something higher, then you have to win your queen, most likely. Although it could be right to hold up. What do we know about the East's spade holding?
Well, if they're leading fourth, it's a one no trump.
Yeah, so West
Yeah.
is leading fourth
Leading
from their
fourth
longest,
from one,
strongest,
so they
presumably.
probably have the ace of spades.
Well, they might. It's okay to underlead your ace and no trump.
Mm-hmm.
What did they lead again?
The 6 of spades, it's in the yellow there.
Okay. 6 of spades. So,
So there's only one more out that's over a 6.
That's right. You do the rule of 11. 11 minus 6 says there's 5 spades higher than the 6 in the northeast and south hands. And dummy has 2 and declare has 2. So that leaves just 1 for east. So that's potentially good. I mean, we like the sound of that because either they have the ace or West has it.
So the play is the 8.
And we could play the 8. That would be an option. It wouldn't hurt to play the 8. And but the 8's not going to win because we've got the 7. So they're going to have a higher card.
I would play this 3.
You could play the 3, the same reason the 7 could win. So if they play the ace, it's great. If they play something like the 9, you may want to win the queen, and you might still be okay then, because then the ace would be in the west and your king would be protected. It's not how I thought these were going to be. But anyhow, let's hop in real quick into Shark Bridge and see if we could practice the third hand.
We have to wait for you to start Shark Bridge, or can we go ahead and click?
Hang on, you have to wait.
I usually wait, but I didn't know if we had to wait.
You do, because it won't let you in.
Okay, so we wait for your signal.
But it is.
How do I? Okay, I gotta. Oh, okay, I didn't do that. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong.
Yep, you're in. So I've got
Okay.
Jackie, Linnea, Dodie. Oh, that looks like,
Lynn.
yep. And I think we're missing one person. There we are. Okay. And so you have a auction already, and I'm going to share this so that Zoom gets it. You just keep looking at your Shark page there.
This doesn't look anything like your lesson.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't.
We're in a contract. We're a suit contract.
Well, we
are.
aren't. We are not. The enemy is.
That's true.
The enemy is.
Yeah, that's true.
And so let me see if I've got the right hands here.
Hmm.
Give me just a second here.
Doesn't feel like it.
This looks good. So let's lead the 4 of spades.
Okay.
It's not an option.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
is it
We're not.
Wesley?
Yeah, Doris is leading. The East is leading.
East is leading.
East
It's
doesn't.
south is the
I don't have a four of spades.
Oh,
North
I
is
see there's something
declare.
funny here, isn't there?
Yeah.
How is North
They bid spades before South did.
they did. Oh, sorry, the diamond, three of diamonds is the opening lead. There we go.
That's what I would lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well. Oh.
Hmm.
An honest suit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So lead, Jackie.
Well, I'm thinking.
You don't
Oh,
have another
wow.
diamond?
I do, and that's what I'm thinking about leading.
Well, yeah. Jeez.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a helpful thing there.
Yeah, I don't know why you're laughing, Linnea.
Hmm.
We sent him, Vicky.
The contract is spades.
Four
Oh,
spades, yep.
okay. Then
But
I.
you've successfully defeated it, except Jackie will eventually defeat it if they're not able to throw their spade off on something.
Their
Their
club.
their club rather. So this is a third hand play one. This is where you have to go up with the ace here and not duck that. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next hand here. This is a one no trump contract by South. And
I don't have
who's going to be the what do you think you ought to lead? So don't lead it. That's the wrong lead. Linnea.
Are we playing
Oh.
standard or upside down
You can
signals?
play whichever
Okay. We'll play
signals
the
you
big
want, but a diamond is not the right lead here.
Oh, it's not?
All right, Julie, do an undo.
Undo.
Why? And a heart's not the right lead.
Why is
Huh.
A club is not the right lead.
why isn't the diamond the right lead?
Well, what's the auction?
No trump.
That's the contract. What's the auction?
Oh, you mean because my partner bid spades?
Partner did bid spades.
Oh,
That's
I'm
your
not-
high priority suit to lead, right?
I missed that. Yes, yes.
You
No, it was
tried every
yellow.
other suit first.
Except the lesson kept stressing lead third,
Oh,
3
I
weeks in a
see.
row.
East,
So I
East
wasn't
bid,
paying attention to that.
East bid one spade.
East bid one
Oh, my
spade.
lead, my lead, I'm sorry.
And you, Maggie, you backed out of to the auction too, but. And so when you do lead partner suit, with a doubleton, you should lead high-low. So.
Our robot's not playing.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Julie, you need to play.
Oh boy.
Kill him.
Okay, Julie, you need to play.
I know. Guess I'll just.
So now,
They're only
Oh,
in.
I did that wrong.
am I signaling like a suit or anything at my point now?
Yes, preference.
Well, you're giving an attitude signal now.
Oh, because she led.
Right, but you also have two 4-card suits. You can see Dummy has I guess the 3 hearts. You can't tell what South has, but you should be worried that South has 4 diamonds and you should not give up a diamond.
Oh, okay.
And you have 4 hearts and South might have 4 hearts. And so you might it's unlikely they have 4 hearts though, because they didn't negative double.
I've told you I still get mixed up on this. So do I play the two of hearts?
Well, if you play the two of hearts, that's going to say, partner, I like hearts.
Oh, even though it's out, not the right one. Okay.
Even though it's not, yeah, because when you're pitching a side suit, it is an attitude signal. But the point is here, it's not clear you want to pitch a heart. If you think declarer might have 4 hearts, it would be wrong to pitch a heart because then you'd be down to 3. You can see dummy has all those great clubs.
Yep.
So you could discourage in clubs, for instance, without giving up length in your 4-card suits.
We still took them
So
down.
what's taking you so long, partner?
Good job, John.
Yeah, Linnea, what are you doing there?
She went to sleep.
I guess so. And so that's an encouraging club, Linnea?
But it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be encouraged by that.
Okay. So now it's 1 no trump, 3 no trump. So there's been no clues on the bidding.
I know
Well, I should take that back. There is some clue. What kind of clue do we get from a 1 no, 3 no sequence?
that they're even distribution.
No
They
4-card
probably
major.
don't, that they probably don't have a 4-card major.
They probably
responder
does not have a 4-card major because they did not
Yeah.
find Stamen first. So often in these situations,
They have a long suit.
we will choose to lead a major suit if we have 2 4-card suits.
Okay.
But I got 2
Okay.
3 cards. Oh, she might have it. Okay.
So, Lynn, why are you playing the king there?
Oh, I did too.
And
Oh,
Vicky,
I
why
thought
are
I
you
was
playing
supposed
the
to
king?
play third hand high.
But don't you need to save the king for dummies jack?
Oh, yes, I do. Oh my gosh, I do.
Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to. Oh, it didn't matter.
Yes, I do.
I don't
Okay.
think.
So, yeah, so
So I want to leave my partner's suit back.
they let the 10 win, right?
Yeah.
So, so hang on a second.
Hmm,
You guys, everybody pause for just a moment.
okay.
Oh, because she's leading from 4th. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so I want you to stop for a minute. What card was led initially?
3 of hearts.
The
3.
3 of
the
Hearts.
3 and dummy had the 2, right?
Yep.
yes.
So what is the heart distribution around the table?
So
3 from 8 is 11. From 11 is 8. So there's 8 cards out higher than the 3.
Yes, but that's not the answer to this one.
oh,
How many
okay.
hearts did partner start with when they led the 3?
At least 4.
At least 4. Could it have been 5?
Yeah.
Could have been.
What would their 5th heart be if they had one more?
A 2.
The
Oh, yeah.
2.
So it's just 4.
But dummy had the 2,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Dummy has the 2.
right?
Yep.
Mhm.
So
4 cards.
the
Sure, I want to play the king.
so the hearts have to be 4 3 3 3, right?
Yes.
And so after your 10 wins, you should probably play the king.
Okay. I see that.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, well, we got it anyway.
4 3 3 3. So
Because you want to unblock. And so
Yes.
yeah.
But she might not get back in the lead again.
She
well,
might not, but what's going to happen here? Declare is going to play some diamonds, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they already are.
And so what diamonds should you guys play on the ace of diamonds? What kind of signal do you give when Declare leads the ace of diamonds?
oh,
play high to say you don't like it.
No, when Declare
it's
leads, you
count.
give the count signal.
Oh, you do
Count.
count, that's right.
A
So if
low,
it's-
a low card says you start with an odd number, and a high card says you start with even number.
Yep, yep.
okay. Okay.
So they're going to take their 3 diamonds here, right? Lynn play another diamond there.
Yep. Yeah.
And then on the jack of diamonds, hang on, Jackie, what did you play on the jack of diamonds?
Oh, I had a misclick. Oh, no, that was the heart.
Oh, so I need
I
to
don't
do
remember.
a signal.
You need to signal.
But I,
Yeah.
So Lynn, you don't have any, well, you have something to signal. You can play your,
Yeah. 4 of
um,
spades.
you can play like 7 or the 4 spades, for instance.
Yeah.
And John, you would play the 8. Well, you're playing standard signals. Your partner's playing upside down. But
Oh, so
Maggie, same thing for you. When you had a chance to pitch on a diamond,
second
you
hand
should have
low.
thrown your 2 of spades.
Okay.
You want to tell partner what your entry is, and you know that your king's going to be a winner, even if Declare has the.
I was saving it for length, but I understand what you're
You're
saying.
not going to get tricks through length with 3. And the
Yep.
key there is you need to get your king of spades and your queen of hearts. That's your priority assignment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So when my partner played that 8 of spades, that was
He's
he's
encouraging.
encouraging. Yeah, that's what I thought because he plays standard.
Sorry, I didn't play the 8 of spades.
All right, now
So because I heard what you said Maggie has, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
And then she's going to play her last diamond.
Heart.
Her last heart.
Heart.
Yeah, and I misplayed. I didn't play the heart.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were
Oh,
kind of the whole thing
shoot.
trying to set up for. Vicky, also, I don't know if you saw your jack of clubs was a winner there too. So
Yeah, your heart was safe with no trump.
Sorry, Len.
No, that's
Yep.
okay.
you did all that work to get
We
you the
were
lead,
li-
and then you
we
didn't
were
cash
trying
it.
to listen.
Forgot what we were doing. Yep.
It's okay. It was fun and it was
Good job, Julie.
learning a lot. We're learning a lot.
Does
Yeah.
does your website, Rick, have it where we can play like that? I mean, because that's for me is playing those right cards. At the
Not
right...
yet. It's coming. But
Oh,
we don't have it.
yay. Oh, good.
All right, so that's all we have time for today.
Thanks,
Thank you
Rick.
again.
that was
Really,
great.
really good.
Sure
Thank
Thank you
thing.
so much.
Bye,
Hey,
Good seeing you
everybody.
guys.
Rick, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh,
I couldn't find the button when I downloaded from Safari, the PBS thing.
Yes.
I couldn't find the button when I went to Shark Bridge.
It's not a Shark Bridge thing, but
I'm sorry, I meant Bridge Base.
yeah. So let me give you a call later on, and I can
Okay.
walk you through it.
That's totally fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.